Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask, and today it's not gonna be a long episode because I have no fucking clue how to get into the last part of this. Not the actual last part, but last part of this arc being beginning to the USJ. So I'm just thinking about, okay, what the fuck should they do and where should everyone go right now? But I have to post an episode and I don't want to post a what if Belcronell was a Chica. So you'll get a mini episode here. So next episode will be to the USJ. I'm just gonna set it up here. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I forgot, last episode we had the some few parts with Lufia and Wealth meeting. Lufia still doesn't like Wealth. They had their student, well, hero versus villain training. Bell went up against Bakugo and won. Mikoto and Izumi went up against Todoroki and won. Some other people also won, but I think I was kind of that day a little what's it called? A little biased, so sorry about that. Anyways, that happened. Todoroki has gotten a not a scolding, say do your fucking best or you will fail situation. Yeah, that was mostly it from that episode. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's begin. It's been a while since, well, it's been like in the story, it was at the end. I think I said that the hero training was at the end of the week. Yeah, I think I said it was the end of the week. So they could get everything ready in the first 4 days, and then the last day, Friday, then they have the weekends, and then I don't know Japan time. I'm going off my own head. So they have a weekend to get used to it, and then they're going into the second week. And it's been 3 days, so it's after Monday, I think I'm correct. No, it's Monday, actually. So everyone was walking from the dorm rooms and over to UA, talking about, well, their actual schedule now. That's normal class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Of their Monday, that's some normal hours. And then on Tuesday, they have some normal school hours. And then some hero activities that day. Or laws and a little bit training with Aizawa with hand-to-hand combat to get into that. Wednesday is the same with normal classes. Then they have more about costume designs and hero arts with Midnight and Freya, the teacher. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday. I think I'm correct. Then Tuesday they have the same schedule. They have normal classes at the beginning, and then the last they have hero training with class 1B. Oh yeah, the training with Aizawa with hand-to-hand combat is also with class 1B, but the arts and that and costumes is separate. On Friday it's a pretty short day, so like probably a few hours of teaching and then hero activities again with class 1B. So yeah, that's mostly what is gonna happen that week. And they're pretty excited about it. But when they were walking past the gates to get into UA itself, they see reporters outside trying to get some of the few students that hasn't moved into the dorms to move in. They were walking up and they were kind of getting harassed by the reporters outside, but unfortunately for them, most of them are, well, general study students. Because class 1B and class 1A, all of them is moved into the dorms. So, and it was also recommended because of the reporters. So most all of them has actually moved into, well, the dorms. Moving away from the gate, none of them saw a hooded figure by the road looking at UA with a sinister grin underneath his hoodie. After walking inside and going to their classes, everyone sat down and was waiting for Aizawa to get inside. Izumi was talking with Aiz and Belle about what they're getting excited for this week. They say Aiz was mostly interested in the hand-to-hand combat with Aizawa. Belle was mostly interested in about the history of hero works and costume designs. Izumi was more into the on Thursday, not Friday, the second to the last of the week. That is mostly rescue training, and then hero how to combat villains in situations. So after they talked about this, Aizawa went in, opens the door on the exact moment the bell hit. So everyone sat down and waited for Aizawa to begin. Alright, students, listen up. Today will be an important day for you all. Everyone was afraid of what's gonna happen, but today you're gonna choose your class president. Please continue. I will be over here. And choose wisely. Walking over to the corner of the room, he got into a sleeping bag and fell asleep. Everyone stopped for a moment, and then everyone started to yell up and down the road. But Immediately, Ida went and rushed up to the beginning to quiet everyone down. Wait, did I already... Wait, I already did this, right? No, wait, no. No, there is no Class 1A president, right? If I'm fucking wrong, you can hate me, because... No, I haven't chosen anyone yet. So yeah, Ida rushed up to the beginning and stood there yelling out at everyone, "Please calm down! We can vote about this!" Everyone stopped to look at Ida and he explained how to do the vote and everything else. But before he could spread out papers, Izumi raised her hands. "Well, that's good and all, but what about the people that doesn't want to be class president?" Everyone stopped and looking at her. "Well, I'm not very interested in it. I've never been. And I have good, planning skills, but not leadership skills." That is correct. Some people doesn't want to be class president. Well, raise your hand if you don't want to be class president, and I will write it on the board. Izumi, Eyes, Koda, Izumi, Eyes, Koda, Mikoto, Tokoyami, and who else didn't want to be? Yeah, that's no one else wanted to be. Those 6 didn't want to be president, so let me take it in. Izumi, Koda, Mikoto, Tokoyami. Yeah, Izumi, Koda, Eyes, Tokoyami. Yeah. I said more. I fucking said more. I've already forgotten. What the fuck? Shoji and that's the tentacle guy. And a funny thing, Mineta was put on there by Ida, shocking him. But no one really cared because it was Mineta. So after everyone got, wait. Izumi, Mikoto, Eyes, Koda, Tokoyami, Shoji, Mineta. There's 7. Yeah. So all of them was put on the board as not to be picked. And everyone started to vote with Izumi thinking about it. Well, Ida is a reliable sword, and it has good class presidents, but he's also strict sometimes. Maybe not. The Fia will be a good choice. She is calmer and do know how to, but she gets nervous and everything else. So that's also a maybe. Bakugo is definitely a no. Momo is a good choice. Wait, there's 8. Torogi didn't want to be one. Momo sounds like a good choice for a class president. But who's the vice then? Then Izumi chose her choice for vice president and wrote it down as class president, vice president, and put in Momo, or MY for Momo Yarurosu, and wrote the other name down for short and put it in her vote. After doing this, the actual first vote he picked up was Izumi's. And oh, well, the first one, writing down class votes, and then wrote class president, and wrote another vice president. We have one vote for Momoyarurosu, and one vote for Lufia Veritas. This shocked everyone that one actually chose a vice president, not letting the second one that won, well, be chosen. And then that went on, being two others votes with, well, the two others that was voted for, that also did the same thing, being Eyes, Belle, and Lufia. Momo from that got 2 votes. Lufia got 3 votes. And with Belle getting 1 vote for vice president. Oh, wait. Sorry, let me just go through. Everyone goes through, and the list was up with Bakugo Aoyama being on there, but that's the only one that had 1 vote. The second one was Tsuyu Asui with 2 votes, with Tenya Ide having 4 votes. And for the upper one is Belle Connell with 4 votes for president, and Momoyari Rosu with 6 votes. So 6 votes plus 4 is 10 plus 4, that's 14. Oh fuck. No, let me do. Bakugo and Aoyama has 1 vote. Ida has 5 votes. Tsuyu has 4 votes. Belle has 5 votes. That's Ida and Belle has 5 votes each. Tsuyu have 4, that's 14. Then that's 16. That's 20. The rest is on Momo being on, well, president, having around, that was up to 16. It's 4 plus 5. 9 votes, actually. This shocked Momo, by the way, of how many votes she got. And on the vice president side, Ida wrote, because he was still the leader one, he was still sad he didn't get that many votes, but said, erased all of them and said, Momoyari Ryosu is now the class president. Now, because, well, people has already voted for the vice president, I will keep them as votes. But I have, raise your hand, please. This being, of course, Izumi, Eyes, Belle, and Lufia voted for vice president, with on the vice president side having Lufia in the head of with 3 votes, and Momo ahead with 1 vote. Momo was, well, Oh, who would put Momo there? Yeah, no, Luffia having 3 votes, with Balconel also being there with 1 vote, with Luffia choosing Yayoshu and then Bell as vice president. But Luffia seeing she got 3 votes and looking at her friends that just waved at her. You can't be serious! What? You're a good vice president? Yeah, you're kinda smart, and we do know you've been a vice president beforehand. I must concur, she was a great vice president in my class, Ida said with a confident smile at, well, Luffia. Even though he said he didn't get the vice president, he's still fine not having the job. Yeah, Ida is more relaxed because he's kind of older now, instead of, well, 15. They're around 17, 16 now. No, all of them are 17. Yeah, I think I said this was a college. There was a college program. Wait, no. When did I say that? No, this is the high school one, right? Yeah, this is high school. The dorms was just recommended. Yeah, this is high school, not college. The fuck do I think? Sorry about that. This is not a college. This is high school, so... Alright. Fucking give me a moment. I'm confused. So, I was completely wrong. It's not a college. It's high school. It's still UA high school. Nothing has changed at all at this point of it being a college. So yeah, Ida is just more relaxed because... Random suggestion. He met Luffia and she was nice to him. And she taught him to relax because she's literally... is friends with 2 sisters that... can just help, well, anyone. Just a little bit relaxing. So she has, well, helped Ida a little over the years she knows him. So, yeah. Luffia has helped Ida relax over the high school experience. Give me a second. Alright, I handled the stuff I needed to. So, if you can hear any purring in the background, yeah, I'm with one of my pets. Not my pet, my family pet. So, she's just on my lap now. So that's a funny, TLDR. A cat's on my lap when I'm recording for the... I think actually this is the first time I'm recording with one of the pets on my lap. It's been like, what, 3 years since I started? This is the first time. Anyways, like I said, Ida has relaxed more because of Luffia. So that's why he's more calmer and accepted of, well, he didn't get the role of vice president. So after Ida got send out a new bunch of papers for the vice president role, everyone cast their vote, and Bakugo tried again. Ayama did the same. But most votes were 10 votes for Lufia, 6 for Ida, sorry, 6 for Ida. No shit. Sorry, one of my animal. She just jumped off my lap. Sorry. 10 for, I said 10 for Lufia, 6 for Ida, 4 for Belle. That's 20. And 3 for Suyu. The others two were Bakugo and Aoyama. So yeah. Wait, Momo got 7 then. Not 9. She got 7. Anyways, Momo became the president and Lufia became the vice president. After that, Aisawa woke up and told them, well, their president, and everyone congratulated Lufia and, well, Momo. Mostly because everyone voted Lufia was because of Ida actually saying she was a good vice president, and the confidence between the three strong students. So everyone decided, yeah, we can probably vote for her then. So they did, and Lufia became vice president. After this, everyone did their first periods and of classes, and after that they went to the cafeteria, meeting up with Lily and Wealth again. After meeting up with them, Lufia still was a little annoyed that she had to be beside a Crozzo, but Belle convinced her just to sit a little away from him. So Wealth was on the other side, far away from Lufia when she was sitting on the other side of the table. Both of them was at the edge of the tables. Talking a little more about this, everyone talked in their own way about random stuff where after some few moments of talking about random stuff, I don't know what they would talk about, the alarm went off and everyone was surprised and shocked. But after the announcements of a level 3 breach, everyone started to panic and rush out of the, room where everyone was in. The lunchroom. Everyone panicked and rushed out. But the people that looked around in confusion most of the people that was rushing out was the general study students. Belle did not, move and help and immediately grab some of the others. Mostly, Ida. I think Uraraka would also be there. And Wealth and Lily to be sitting in on the, Belle made sure that no one moved from their tables so they could not be pushed by everyone. Yeah, Uraraka would be their friend. After looking around for a few moments, Lufia, that was in their group, immediately thought out an idea. Uraraka, make one of us float over to the window so we can't be crushed by anyone else. Who? Belle immediately reached out his hand and Uraraka grabbed it, making him float. Floating up to the room, Bell grabbed a pipe and flung himself over to the window to see what the problem was. But he just stopped, looked, and just slapped his face, making everyone that was still looking at him confused. Grabbing another pipe and pulling him to the group, it's the goddamn vultures. You see, Bell's family is a very heroic family. Like his aunt and uncle, Sard and Althea. His aunt Althea is, and was, with also Sard, or part of two previous hero agency, the Zeus and Hera agencies. They worked very good together in the past, before they were destroyed and their and the owners that took over from the original one that created this agency died, and most of them did, and others went to other, agencies. Bell's mom and dad was in the Hera and Zeus agencies, and after their death, Althea took Bell in as a 1-year-old. Zeus and Hera is Bell's adopted grandfather and grandmother. They live in the countryside now. But Bell has grown up in the hero world a lot of the time because of his aunt and uncle. Well, mostly because of his aunt. And has, been in the media a few times. And he's annoyed by it, but he's still kind to them. But in private, he and his aunt calls them the vultures, like other heroes does. So after Bell, said that in the moment, Lufia immediately looked at Ida. Ida, grab Uraraka's hand and Uraraka, make him float. Ida, go to the excess and calm everyone down. Getting that information quickly, Ida and Uraraka did what they did, but Uraraka did release Bell first. Ida went over to the door and gave the speech in canon, so I don't have to say that again. But after everyone calmed down and went to their classes, Ida pushed himself down to the ground before Uraraka released him. Landing on the feet, he wobbled a little and stood up with oh my god, this is so weird, motion. But looked at Lufia that walked over to him. Thank you very much, Lufia, for that idea. It's no problem, but are you okay, Ida? I'm fine, don't worry about it. It matters everyone did their part of getting out safely. Yeah, it is. But you still hit the wall hard. I'm fine. Ida smiled with Lufia just sighing at his, words. Walking back to classroom, Aizawa told them up some other roles that should be in the classroom, like an officer to make sure that everyone does not break school rules. Ida and Momo Momo and Lufia assigned that to Ida. A treasurer that was assigned to Mikoto, actually. Fuck. So everyone got their roles in how everyone was handled. But
We go to another scene. A portal was opened into a bar where a man was walked out with a paper in his hand, with one of his fingers not touching it. Walking over to the bar, the man sat down and smiled at the bartender with a black smoke head whiffing out of the top of it. I got the papers, and I got the schedule. I see, young Shigaraki. Is everything planned out? Yeah, it should be planned out. Looking down at the paper and smiling. Well, let's give the number one hero. Looking at the corner of the bar to see a creature sitting down with only its brain. His eternal sleep. Looking down at the schedule, we see it's the Class 1A schedule, but on the paper, on the second to last day of the week, in the letters said, trip to USJ. And that is gonna be it from this episode. I know it's short, but it's mostly a setup. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye!